You guys know what it is, and welcome back to He Said Us, the number one stop for drama and updated information and miscellaneous content. Today we are talking about YouTuber MrBeast and the ethics behind his channel because of a funny tweet that I saw, and I decided to, with Dev and Chelsea in the van, go through my thoughts and see what they think about, whether or not MrBeast is treading some dangerous territory. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this guy, they don't call him MrBeast for nothing. He is just a monster sometimes, just a mongrel, just a mackerel, just flopping around on the wet ground like a total fish. He's a total fish. Total beast.
So
Monster.
before we went on tour, we actually became somewhat of MrBeast fans. He just does all these videos. I don't know if you know about this guy, MrBeast, but he makes these crazy videos where he's like, oh, I'm gonna drive a train into a hole.
I just bought this train and it is currently barreling full speed towards that giant pit over there.
And I'm gonna, pay some guy to sit there.
It's always a Lamborghini, like Lamborghini through the paper shredder, Lamborghini through the metal crusher.
This is the largest shredder in the world, and this Lamborghini's gonna fall in it.
How about we fly a Lamborghini? How about we build some big ramps, get like 8 school buses? How about we drive a Lamborghini over it? And how about we give it rockets?
Oh,
for shoes.
Yeah, it's just, I'm Lamborghini.
Let me tell you guys, I don't know, MrBeast is he's a bit of a freak, a bit of a polarizing guy, but we just fell into this rabbit hole where we just kept watching him, and it's like you can't take your eyes away from it because he just does all this crazy stuff that no one else did probably.
Yeah, so this is where we are. We're in the middle of Texas, driving towards our next destination, our show tomorrow night in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, I love Phoenix.
I saw a specific tweet by MrBeast that made me think about a lot of his human experiments. Remember his classic experiment? I'm gonna put one person each ages 1 through 100 in a bunch of boxes, and whoever stays in their box the longest gets $100,000 or something.
and they range from the age 1 all the way through age 100. And I've trapped each of them in their very own glass cube.
I mean, the little kids and the old ones too. I mean, they had to get out of there pretty quick.
Old kids.
A lot of times his videos revolve around testing human willpower. Hey, if I offer you this much money, how long will you do this for? Keep your hand on the Lamborghini and I'll give you the Lamborghini.
Whoever takes their hand off last gets the $300,000 car.
Oh yeah, that's right too. He gets people, like random guys, and he's like, hey, this is Alex.
Adam, this is your Lamborghini.
Alex, we have this Lamborghini surrounded with we have
In exactly 3 days, I'm going to be raining missiles on your new car.
how about we bring in 5 more tanks actually? I know you have a couple more hours left, but we're actually gonna bring in 5 more tanks.
Boys! Bring him in! Oh my gosh.
You have to figure it out. And you
Yeah,
can have the Lamborghini.
yeah, and he puts a pool in front of it or something.
Pool, but didn't fill it up?
Yep, I ran out of time to fill it up.
You should learn time management.
It's just dude, what's going on?
I just...
Anyways, this brings me to my point. I wanted to read this tweet and a couple others from MrBeast in the past few days that has made me kind of worry that his ethics are starting to get scarred. He's starting to see people as just little funny little NPCs, little Sims that he can play around with, because he's got the money to make them do whatever he wants. Dance Monkey Dance. Ever heard that song? They actually don't ever say Dance Monkey Dance in that song. She only says dance for me. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh, oh. Everyone says the song's called Dance Monkey Dance. She doesn't even say it in the song. This is the tweet. MrBeast posts a picture of some, futuristic looking room, and it says, would you spend 100 days in this room with a random stranger for $500,000? Door is unlocked. If one of you leave before day 100, you both lose. And then underneath immediately says, I'm about to run this experiment. Let's see how they do. My dad's trying to call me. And immediately, you know, it gets a lot of attraction. The reason I saw it is because someone was talking about how they think they'd probably fall in love with the stranger and have sex with them and ruin the video before the end of the 100 days. I mean, that's just disgusting.
Vile. Why would you ever... Ow. Well, do that.
And so it got me thinking, you know, is this even technically okay? Is he allowed to just run competitions where he puts people in a room and just because... And it's always the MrBeast fans are always like, oh, well, the door's unlocked. The door's always unlocked. So they can walk out whenever they want. They just lose $500,000. And it's like, hello? I think, okay, but this brings me to my next point. MrBeast says in a tweet, I messed up, ... I bought a random grocery store. You didn't mess up, dude. I bought a random grocery store and told a person I'd give him $10,000.
Random grocery store, got this random guy.
I told a random person I'd give him $10,000 every day he lives in it, and it's been weeks and he shows no signs of ever leaving. I'm gonna go broke. And I was like, dude, if you put a normal person in a room and tell them that if they just sit in there every day, they sit in there, they're gonna get $10,000, it doesn't matter if they start going insane from what the psychological effects must be. Because the other thing I looked at is someone asked how long it's been. MrBeast said it's been over a month so far. So he's just been by himself. But another guy said, alone, or is it operating as a store as he's living in it? Ha ha. And MrBeast said, I blacked out the windows and locked it. Ha ha. Like, dude, what do you mean ha ha?
Locked it? So that's not unlocked.
Wait, so he did lock him in it.
So he locked this guy in the grocery store. How's he supposed to get out? No shit, he's still in there. You locked him in there.
What is the point of even doing that? Like, how does MrBeast benefit from this?
Tell him.
I guess it's kind of like the point of like a lot of MrBeast's videos is it's more of just like his channel is like, what if I just had the money to do whatever I want? But like, it's one thing to be like, I have all the money to do whatever I want, like I'm gonna build Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, which is something that he did.
I recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life.
And then there's another thing to be like, I'm gonna tell this random guy that if he stays in this grocery store blacked out and locked in there, every day he's in there, he gets $10,000. That would literally drive someone to insanity. He just has so many videos and so many ideas that's just like, the experiment is just like, let's see if these people go insane. If you're rich, can you just run the Stanford experiment? Have a bunch of guys in there playing around, freaking each other out?
Yeah, they literally call all this stuff, they have so many videos too where they just are like, okay, let's do these experiments, we really hope you like these experiments, and they're literally just blowing stuff up. Like, I don't understand what they're trying to prove that hasn't already been proven.
Next experiment.
It's like, if we put 100 pounds of TNT in this Lamborghini, like, I think we all already know what's gonna happen. It's not an experiment. Like, you just want to blow something up.
Oh my god!
Like, what's the experiment when you strap like a jet engine to the back of a car and see how many buses it can fly over?
Oh my god!
They don't even like
they miss it half the time. It misses the ramp and it flips over.
The car is coming straight at us.
I lost signal.
Oh my god!
They don't even give us an if-then statement. I remember that.
I don't know. Would you spend 100 days in this room with a random stranger for $500,000? I feel like we shouldn't be able to run experiments on humans and offer them money, and everyone always is like, he keeps the door unlocked, like he's allowed to leave. But even if he does that, it's like there's a very big like power imbalance. Not to use some Zoomer language, but if you're offering someone $10,000 every day they stay in the room, at one more day is like gonna just keep going until it drives them into insanity. It's like, well, why would I leave if I can go one more day? Boom, done. Next thing you know, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'll do it. It's just like college. It's just like college. That's what they say. Day like 5. Not looking so much like just college anymore. No, it's looking a little different.
Although on the outside these are sure maybe valid questions, I'm sure that it really on the scene. They've got people taking care of the situation in a certain way. But these newer video ideas, where it's not like masses and masses of people who are able to like witness and look at the whole thing, we're just watching Mr. Beast run an experiment on some random strangers he finds on the street and tells them that he's going to give them a bunch of money if they stay in that place. Can anyone do that?
So I can just do that. And it's fine. I don't have to ask. I don't have to get any permission.
Like, what legal hurdles do you even have to go through to make that happen? Might be a waiver.
Yeah, there might be a waiver.
According to Chelsea, there might be a waiver. Can you just make a waiver and be like, you have the complete choice to leave whenever you want. You'll receive this much every day. Sure, the rules can be set in place, but psychologically, are there like OSHA violations, OSHA laws in place where it's like, oh, you have to do a psychological evaluation to make sure that you're still intact up here. A Quora question asks what social scientists think of him, but instead just goddamn ChatGPT responds. I don't care. So guys, let us know in the comments down below whether or not you think it's ethical for MrBeast to do the 2-person in 1 room challenge or the grocery challenge. Which one would you pick?
I'd probably do the grocery store one for sure. I would really go just buck wild in there. I would totally build a fort.
Yeah.
What would you choose?
Well, yeah, I guess the grocery store one's kind of obvious because you already get $10,000 every single day, and then you can leave like when you want, so you can kind of just like do it as much as you want, and then once you leave, it's like,
I guess if he unlocks the door, I guess.
I think he'll let you out if you want to come out. I don't think he really locked him in there.
I guess so.
Chelsea, which one would you do?
Definitely the grocery store.
The grocery store.
Mine would.
Plan out how long you want to stay, and then you wouldn't go crazy.
Yeah.
I think in my head, because he blacked out the windows, I was like, is it just like dark in there? I think he blacked out the windows, but it's like a lit grocery store, and he just walks, not lit like that, but like it's the lights are on. Well, anyways, I guess we'll find out, guys. This video is sponsored by MrBeast. Go watch MrBeast's videos.
Yeah, guys, listen.
I mean, how can we get mad at Jimmy? Because it's like he donates, and he's philanthropic, and he is really muscular, and so it's why not?
Oh, yeah, he only has chocolate, though. I'm gonna get so bored of chocolate. It's fine. He's got Carl gummies, too. Carl's got gummies. Thanks for watching, guys. You're really nice. Look at those clouds in the background over there. Aren't they beautiful? In this window, I'm looking at them through my sunglasses going, wow, that is a beautiful backdrop. This moving van is just a stunning backdrop.
Yeah, it just makes me want to just talk about a lot of stuff with the backdrop.
Yes.
Anyways.